welcome back, America, to your Caribou Data Science channel. And if you are watching, America, if you are watching this video on YouTube today, I'd appreciate it if you'd click on the like button underneath the video for me today, okay? So let's begin by taking a look at the vaccine data for the U.S. And of course, the news media talk about the fact the total number of deaths of over 900,000 since January of 2020. Well, that's nice, but how many cancer deaths has there been since January of 2020? How many cancer deaths has there been since January of 2021? I can tell you that the numbers for COVID-19 and cancer deaths and heart disease are very close. Yet no one cares that 900,000 people have died from cancer in the previous 2 years. No one cares that 900,000 people have died from heart disease in the last 2 years. So why are we treating COVID-19 different than any other killer? This is something to think about. Well, the obvious because we want to paint the worst possible picture we can. We want to paint the worst because the news media and administration want to paint the worst possible scene. Want to paint the worst possible picture that they can. All right. But anyway, let's look at the U.S. Currently, the U.S. has administered 538.8 million doses. 249.8 million have received the first shot, and 210.9 million have been fully vaccinated, which gives us a first shot vaccination rate of 75% and a full vaccination rate of 63.3%. So now let's move on over here to our daily numbers. Just as a reminder, we're only concerned with the most recent 365 days worth of data. Just for the fun, we may do one more important. We may actually look at a 365-day moving average, which is pretty crazy. Okay, but we'll see what happens with it. Okay, again, the most recent 365 days worth of data. We've had 48.1 million cases in the last 365 days, 437,809 deaths. And you can see this is not the way to start off the year, because almost certainly by the end of February 2022, our cases will pass 2021 cases. Already, we're finishing up the first month of the first quarter of 2022, and the first quarter is already it's the quarter with the most cases in the previous 4 quarters. You can see this. Unfortunately, this is a very common occurrence, right? A big spike up in January 2022 in cases. And again, you can see this big. Hopefully, these 2 weeks here are the beginning of a new downward trend in cases. Well, of course, the news is they may have identified, wait for it, a fourth variant. Okay, amazing, isn't it? It's amazing how these variants just seem to like pop up, like almost on a monthly basis. It seems like. Okay. On January 30th, there were 96,887 cases in the U.S., with an average of 510,467 cases per day. Let's take a look at now. The good news is the deaths are well down here. Okay, not well down, but down. And so far, the deaths for the first quarter have not caught. Well, we've already had more deaths in the first month of 2021 than during the whole second quarter of 2020. Interesting, huh? Deaths, we can see that January 2022 deaths is the month with the third most deaths so far. And again, you can see the spike up here in deaths also, all right? What about daily deaths? Well, you can see the daily deaths have dipped down to 321 on January 30th, but an average of 2,032 deaths per day. The question is this: for every 100,000 people, how many people currently have COVID-19 in America? Well, if you look at this number, let's put it right here. It does appear to be a dip, but let's put it right here. Matter of fact, let's be kind. So it looks like, on average, of right now, for every 100,000 people in the U.S., 50 people have COVID-19 for 100,000 people. And you can see here, this is tens, hundreds, thousands. So per capita, 1,000th of a person has COVID-19. What about deaths? Well, you can see the deaths have dipped back down to about, I don't know, 6/10 of a person, right? Let's be kind and say so. The deaths right now, the deaths are under eight for every 100,000 people. 8/10 of a person has died from COVID-19. What about per capita? I have no idea what this, beyond three zeros, I get lost. So whatever it is, this is a pretty doggone small number per capita for people to be dying of COVID-19. Okay, I wonder how many people per capita die from cancer each year. This is something to ponder. Okay, so this not only does this conclude the report for the U.S. for today, it also concludes all of our COVID-19 analysis reports for today. Hey, Danny, how you doing? Yeah, it's going good, Danny. Thanks for stopping by, friend. I'll be back at 8 p.m. this evening, by the way, Eastern Standard Time. All right? Hope to see you then. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time. Okay. So that takes care of this.